Now our ETL have run successfully. We can monitor the logs from here, and we can also see the metrics and all, like how much it have done a read and how much data shuffle have happened. We can monitor from here. Since our job have run just for 2 minutes, our data size was very small, so not much of our metrics have been populated. But when you have a huge job that runs for half an hour or 1 hour, in that case you will be able to see the CPU load, everything, how each executor have run, right? All those details you can see. Now let's go ahead and see in our S3 bucket whether our data have been available or not. Yeah, let's go to our data lake, and now we can see that our parquet file has been there, like has populated here, and I have 36 parquet files, right? Now if you just want to understand the script, let's go ahead. Okay, now what it does, it first creates a glue context, like spark context. It creates the glue context, right? Glue have some advanced features apart from Spark, like glue dynamic frame with options, resolve options, and so on. So now post that, since all this code have been automatically generated, it has written down lots of things, right? Now it have created tracks node that reads the data from this path, that is S3 DE project Kafka staging tracks. Then same way it reads data from albums, then artist. Next is our join. Now it have joined our tracks and albums module first. Then next have joined our artist and join node this one, right? Whatever is joined, that result is joined again. Now unnecessary codes have been dropped, and post that it has returned to our S3 bucket, that is our data lake, right? So this is our overall PySpark code that has been populated from using AWS Glue. Now our data is here, right? We need something to query this data. So for that we'll be using AWS Athena service, right? Now let's go ahead in Athena. Now when you go to Athena, we can see that as of now I don't have any database available. So to create a database, I need to run a glue crawler to create a database and tables, right? So now let's go to AWS Glue again, right? In AWS Glue, I have a section called data catalog, and here I can create my databases and tables. Now let's create a database. Let's name it DL. Now our database is successfully created. To create a table, we don't manually create our table, define schema and so on. We can do that if we want, but we can directly run a crawler. Let's click on create crawler and name some crawler name, may it be project. Now let's go to next. Now we can provide our data source. I can browse my source, I can go here, I can just make a data lake. Now I can go to choose. Now I can crawl all the subfolders that are there. I can also do sample subset of files because the schema across all the files remain same. So I can add an S3 data source. Now it will crawl this and create a table out of it. Now let's go to next. Now I need to provide IAM role. What IAM role we need to provide? We need to allow Glue to access S3. Same IAM role we have already created once, right? So we can make use of same IAM role. Now let's go ahead and click next. I can provide a table name. If we are not providing any table name, it will read the same as the folder name. It is our data lake, so we are fine with that. Now we need to choose a database. We are creating a DL. So tables will reside inside our database. We have already created our database, so we can choose I want to put it inside a DL database. Now I can go to next, right? Yeah, before this, we can schedule our crawler as well, like we can do on demand, daily, hourly. So whenever new data comes, we can run a crawler. So if ever there is some update that have happened in a schema, it will automatically update the table schema as well. So that also can be done using this custom crawler schedule. As of now we need to run only once, so I can click on demand. Now let's go to next. Now I can go to create crawler. Now our crawler have successfully been created. Let's go ahead and run our crawler. Now my crawler have started running. So we can see that our crawler have failed and it have given an error message saying AWS Glue does not have a put log events, that is log. So what the problem is, we have only given it access to write into S3, right? We also need to give it to write to CloudWatch. So for that reason it has given us error. Let's go to IAM role, right? If I go to IAM, let's go to roles, let's go to glue to S3, let's add few more policies, right? Let's give it an administrator access. You can also give a CloudWatch access, but let's just to be in a safer side, we can give administrator access. In a real world project, you must always avoid giving administrator access. You should also only give a required access. You should also not give a S3 full access. You should give very refined access to the services. Now once that is done, we can run the crawler again. Now we can see that our crawler have been successfully run and it have shown the status is completed. Now let's go to our glue. Now if I go to database, I go inside DL, I can see that a table named data lake have been successfully created. Now if I go to my Athena service once again and refresh this page, right, now I can see that my data lake has been successfully created and I can preview data from here. I'm getting an error saying output location is either through workgroup, result, configuration through setting ocean API. So I'm not able to run. Okay, why I am not able to run is, okay, saved queries, editor. Okay, now I need to edit the settings. Why? Now whatever is the query result, right, I need to write it somewhere in my S3 bucket. Now whatever query we do, so we need to create one folder inside my S3 for writing my Athena results. Now let's go to my S3 Kafka. Now let's create a folder named Athena. Now when I go here, I can browse my S3. I can go here, I can click this. Now if I save, now I can save, right? When you do this, when you come here, now I can see that my run is successfully, I can run this code. My run have turned into orange. Now if I run, I can see that I can read the data from here, right? I have followers, artist ID, and so on. Okay, I can just do now artist ID comma name, track name, right? Now I can see which artist have sung which track. So like this I can query any amount of data and I can query and do analysis using this data. So by doing this, we have successfully completed our overall project. What we have done, let's go through each one of them one by one. We have created a producer application and written a data to our Kafka topic. Then we have created a consumer application that takes data from Kafka topic and writes it into a staging layer. Once that is done, we used a glue crawler. Why did we use? We could have done even in staging layer. We used because of small file problem. Then it have taken data from staging layer and written it into a data lake. Then we have made use of AWS glue crawler that creates a table. Then we have made use of AWS Athena for an analysis purpose. Thank you for being with me till the end of the project. Thank you.